What is up, you crazy psychos and wackos? Bennett is here with a new video, and you are about to witness the first ever Noir Bennett Studios Director's Cut. And if any of my videos deserves a Director's Cut, it's gotta be the BrizzyVoices tribute, because oh my god, this has a journey. This probably took a little bit longer than it should have. It is uncanny and probably unnecessary with the things that we had to do to make this thing possible. So where do we even start? Okay, so I've always had the idea, since I started the YouTube channel, to do tribute videos for some of my favorite voice actors, like Rolf Paulsen and Frank Welker, Mark Hamill, all those big names. And Brizzy was in that list. And I'm telling my friend about it, and she's encouraging me. She's saying that she wants to see these videos, and then wish me luck. And this is like maybe early 2020, but I didn't get to do any of those until maybe, I don't know, whenever the first one was released. So maybe sometime somewhere between the beginning and middle of 2020. I don't think it happened during quarantine, though. So that's my best guess. It's been a while since I've seen these videos, okay? I do know the first one was Greg Sipes. I did that because he followed me on all of my social media. We're talking Instagrams, Twitters, all of it. So I did that for him. He didn't see it though. So okay. Greg, if you're out there, please go check out that cringy tribute video I made for you. It took a lot of work, and it'll probably take you a lot of work to get through it because it is so cringy. But still, and I kept going after the Greg Sipes thing. I did Rolf Paulsen, Frank Welker, and other ones. Then I kind of got bored with them and kind of, moved away from them a bit. But then got word that Digital Sky was doing an episode with Brizzy after the future, and we were going to meet her on Zoom. And what better timing to do a Brizzy tribute, right? And I did plan to post it that day or that week, because I was telling my friend earlier this whole plan to do a Brizzy tribute of how I was going to try to impersonate the same characters that she does, but clearly going to be bad at it. Then in the video have a meltdown, then have this giant message circling around the video, like how we shouldn't copy off someone else's work, we should embrace our own individuality. And she is loving it, like, yay, yeah, you do it, dude. Then I made Curtis, that freaking clown head, and I made him, like, maybe before this was announced, the After the Future episode. And I'm telling her I want to bring this clown head into my YouTube world, because I need an excuse for having a clown head in my room. And I was going to put him at the end of the video, tease him for a possible video thing, and she's like, great, I can't wait to see it. And 5 months later, we finally finish. And you can clearly it took that long, because in multiple clips of this, you can tell I either have facial hair, freshly shaven, growing it back, different types of haircuts, just, clearly passages of time. And boy, did I have trouble filming, because here's the thing, I'm posting videos from my iPhone. I can't film or post a video longer than 14 minutes and 59 seconds. And I also have a small time frame to film in my house. Both my parents work. My dad works all day, sleeps all night. Mom works all night, sleeps all day. So there is a small time frame where I have the entire house all to myself. And Mom goes to work somewhere between 2 and 3. Dad gets home somewhere between 4:30 and 5. So there is a very small long enough, but still small time frame to film in my living room and get some stuff done. But I would get so exhausted from going back and forth on filming because I would literally go back and forth. I would film me doing a line, then Deadpool, then me, then Deadpool. Then I got fed up with doing that because I would have to change costumes. Costumes, quote that, air quotes, costumes. I just combined the costumes because I got so fed up. Like, I'm wearing a purple shirt and flannel shirt. Deadpool is wearing a red shirt. You can clearly see the purple under it. I was like, fuck it. Let's just put the red shirt over the flannel shirt. Because I'm tired of putting these costumes back on and off all the time. And if you're wearing that Deadpool mask and you're talking and you keep stuttering over words and you're improvising the whole thing, there's no script. I'm improvising the entire thing. It gets hot. You get frustrated and you want to die. Like, that joke where we said save time on costume changes, that was a legit reason, y'all. I should have mentioned how it gets super hot under that thing, but I didn't. Whatever. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm holding. Well, the phone is up against a small chair, for my niece. I just took one of her small chairs that we have at the house, put it up against it, and filmed that way. And this is before I had an actual iPhone handle. You know what I'm talking about? So it's literally laying on its side, filming me, and that's why most of my head is cut off here. So, uh, yeah, and there are some days where I just didn't feel like filming, because you get that days. You don't want to do anything, you're not feeling creative, and you don't want to push something that you're not fully behind. So some days I just didn't film, which probably why it took so long, because I had a lot of those days where I just didn't want to do it. I wasn't feeling inspired. I was literally laying in bed looking at my photo gallery thinking, when is this thing going to get done? Should I delete all of it? Should I forget it? I don't know, maybe. But then I got word that Brizzy's birthday is coming up. And this was like getting close to September. And that was the boost I needed. That was the boost that I had to get the shit done right on her birthday. This was her birthday present. Let's go, bitches! Like, and I push myself to do this. I encourage myself to do this because I want to make her proud. And we'll get to that in a minute. But let's talk about this scene where me and Deadpool are having a little conversation. And we're basically saying that I shouldn't copy off of Brizzy's work because Brizzy didn't copy off of anyone else's work. She was inspired, but she didn't copy. That's what I should do. I should be inspired by her, but I should still go my own path. Get comfortable with the things where I do know how to do. And if I don't know how to do something or just can't do it, that's okay. And I think that's a good lesson for anyone to know. It's okay to not be good at everything, because no one is good at everything. Even the people who do similar things, they still do it differently. So there's no need to be an exact copy of someone else. And the scene that's coming up that Brizzy loves, the Holy Hannah Montana. Now, let's explain that, shall we? This whole bit of me talking to Deadpool revealing it to be me, to be myself, talking to my inner self, that is literally a Hannah Montana episode. And I'm literally saying quotes right now from that exact episode. From like season 3, Miley is missing Blue Jeans, so she brings him up to her house in California, but then she has a dream of him, and then Blue Jeans becomes Miley, saying, yo, you're homesick, let's go back to Tennessee. So that episode inspired me to do this bit from the I'm what you're feeling, I'm what's in your heart, and the I'm you line. And the whole Holy Hannah Montana was to better reference that series. Because I actually really like that episode and that series too. And Brizzy loved that quote. She even quoted that in a comment that she left for me. And it's really nice to know that she loves this video, even though it can be very cringy. But look, you can clearly tell I'm slouching because the phone is gonna cut me off. But anyway, there was a small photo where I was literally looking at myself, and I thought about filming me and Deadpool for like a split screen where I'm reacting and talking in real time. But then again, I'm improving everything. There's no script. So I really don't know what I'm reacting to, because I don't know what I'm going to say until I do it. So I just threw that idea out because I thought it would be a little too complicated and just took the easy route, which I thought was decent, I guess. Now, a lot of my videos, especially this one, I improv a lot of my lines. Everything I say on camera, I thought of on the spot. And that got so difficult to do that I just stopped doing that. I had to start writing scripts post Brizzy tribute to keep myself grounded and under control. I still improv, like I still think of stuff on the spot while filming, but I still need to write stuff down to keep it, under control and, grounded, so I don't go flying off in the wilderness, And they say the best way to learn is painfully, and this was definitely painfully because there are so many clips that I had to delete that had me doing long pauses, stuttering over words, just useless clips that I couldn't use. So, not gonna go over my limits anymore. I definitely learned my limits because of this video. And, Curtis, at the end of the video, Curtis the clown, so I made him the same day after the future premiered, or maybe the day after. But I made him out of a styrofoam head that I used to display my superhero masks, like I have a Flash and Deadpool. I had a third one for a mask that I no longer had, so I just had this random head laying around. And I just got the idea, you know what, I got some paints around the house, I want to do an art project. So I made like a little Joker knockoff, but it didn't look like the Joker very well, so I just went like, it's just a random clown, whatever. But now I gotta justify of having a clown head in my house. Then I'm like, okay, let's have him in the YouTube world. Have him and Deadpool team up and make fun of me. That's nice. So I just created my own character. Okay, but how am I going to introduce him at the end of the Brizzy tribute? I'll make him, but he's already made. Okay, I'll just use one of the styrofoam heads that clearly looks nothing like the one that Curtis is. Like, they're clearly two different designs. But I just used that, like, at the beginning of a clip, then just pretended that I was painting it, as you can see that I was painting in front of the screen, and just revealed the final project that I made months ago at the end of the montage. Which a lot of people love that montage, which I didn't think it was anything special. I just thought it was fine. A little something I threw together, but, the smaller things matter the most, I guess. But, yeah, thank you guys so much for enjoying this director's cut. I'm so glad that so many of you enjoyed this video, especially Brizzy herself, because she is responsible for making me make this, because I did ask for permission. Remember that, Brizzy? On Zoom? I asked your permission? So this is your fault. So everyone thank Brizzy for this cringy ass video, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!